All right. Welcome to the top of the $1 million spot. We back. We back. But unfortunately, like I said in the description, it was a downer day, down the drain day. But the good thing about it is that I'm learning from this as we go. I'm learning who is there with me, who's gonna be there with me, and who's not. And I guess you know that's how business go. You know what I'm saying? I mean, like they say, you're gonna get the no's before you get the yes. You're gonna get a bunch of no's, and I guess the no's also mean the the disappointments. The oh yeah, I'll be there with you, and you're not going, and they don't show up or whatever the case may be. But it's it's just a learning experience with me. And for those who gonna be there with me, it's a pretty sky. Oh man, it's a full moon still up there. I'm sorry, I just got into some stuff, but um, realizing who's gonna be there with me, who's not gonna be there with me. There's all kind of excuses, and this goes out to people who want to start something because everybody won't, just like those saying go, and I'm experiencing it from going through this. You're gonna see who's not gonna be with you, who's gonna be with you, and you're gonna have to go through everything with a fine tooth comb. I mean, for instance, my damn camera not even here with me. I mean, look at it. I mean, it's like falling behind. I don't put my hand back on my face again, and it's like, it's like when things go wrong, it's like everything go wrong. You see what I'm saying? Like one thing just don't go wrong. Everything start going wrong. And all right, now it's working right. Look like it's working right now. Now it's kind of catching up. But but anyway, it's like when one thing go wrong, it's like everything just kind of fall right behind it. Everything go wrong. Like for instance, today, that's why I didn't tell too many people about. I wanted to get my stuff going today because I didn't want another disappointment. You know what I'm saying? Just what it was, a disappointment. I called my, like I said, I already had people who were supposed to. I had 4 people who were supposed to be, there with me or what have you. Which I knew one of them wasn't gonna be there anyway. I don't put it out there because just so people can understand, when you have some dreams, when you have dreams or goals or whatever you're trying to do or build, you got to find out who's gonna be there with you. And it's gonna take a lot of disappointments, like they say, yeses, a lot of no's and stuff, no's and NO's, no's and disappointment before you get there. But I'm gonna tell you like this: the ones who stick in there with me and donate and be there when they say they're gonna be there, and not just be there. Don't be there and trying to take over what I'm trying to do because I know what I'm trying to do. And I'm gonna turn all this up. I know what I'm trying to do, and I know where I'm going with it. And somebody come in and trying to take over your stuff and tell you how to do your stuff when you have a budget, okay? When you have a budget and you know what your budget is, don't let nobody come in and tell you, oh, you got to get this, you got to get that, which is over your budget to try and come out with some MGM type studio stuff when you got mom and pop garage studio stuff like myself. You know what I'm saying? I got mom and pop garage stuff just a little bit above that. You see what I'm saying? Which gonna work for what I'm trying to do. All right. But you got people coming and talk, oh well, we got to do it perfect. We got to get it right. We got to get some. We got to get. We got to get it out just right. Or we got to get this all this 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 top of the line equipment, or maybe a step up equipment from what you got that's gonna cause that you don't want to go outside of your budget. Not saying I can't get it, but I'm saying that's not what I plan to get. I got enough I got what I have now, what I paid for, and I gotta give a shout out to Larry. Larry gave me a lot of stuff also, not give me, but let me use some stuff also. You see what I'm saying? He gave me a lot of stuff. Not give me, but he let me use a lot of stuff. And the people saw the equipment that was laying on my floor, like gave me like he let me borrow like 3 mics, a whole like board. I forgot what you call those boards because I'm not that technical. I'm not that tech savvy. He gave me like he let me hold like 3 mics with the little deal in front of them, the board to connect them to, and his camera that's out of the. I mean, his camera can do a lot of stuff, and it's from Mevo, and it's a real good camera. You know what I'm saying? But I didn't know how to hook it up. I'm not tech savvy like that, so I gotta wait till he come down. He'll be in Dallas Wednesday, and he'll help me, set it up or what have you. But like I said, I'm not tech savvy, so I try to mess with it, and I couldn't. I couldn't. I just got the camera going to a point, but I couldn't. So I just kind of used what I got. But you got people coming and talking, that's not even that's good for now. Like, dude, we know that. Well, not Larry, but thanks, Larry. Hey, big shout outs, big ups go to you for getting me started and everything for what more than what I had. But I'm gonna just wait till you come to I'm gonna just wait till you come to work with this stuff. So shout out to Larry for but we had other people coming in and want to say, well, that's not. In other words, that's not trying to make MGM. I'm not trying to. I'm just trying to get started and to do something. If you want to do something on, and I heard this from other YouTubers, when you do something, when you want to do something, just do it, no matter what you got. Because a lot of YouTubers started with, here go this camera, here go this, man, this. See what I'm saying? Some things you just gotta start out the dirt and just go. You know what I'm saying? You just gotta do what you gotta do and just go, and just go with it. See what I'm saying? You just gotta go with it and make it happen, no matter what you got. Because a lot of YouTubers I know started with just a camera. Like for instance, Kevin Samuel. If people know Kevin Samuel, he started out with just a camera and a background. You see what I'm saying? A camera phone and a background. And if you look at the stuff he have now, from where he started to where he at, you can you can appreciate that. You see what I'm saying? You can appreciate where you started from to where you at. So, but just to jump out there and try to make yourself broke to get the high dollar equipment, nah, don't do that. Don't let nobody come into your stuff and tell you that that's what you got to do. You see what I'm saying? And another thing, you got to get somebody who you can depend on. I had a person who I told them a week ago, and they were down and everything. I'm letting them know what I'm doing through the week, and I'm gonna let you know what I'm doing. If I'm with you, if you say you're part of this, I'm gonna let you know what I'm doing throughout the whole deal. If I'm going out and make some, try and get some sponsors, buying some stuff, I'm gonna let you know. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna let you know what I'm doing and all this other stuff. And I'm not gonna do anything behind your back. You know, if you're a part of this, I won't do anything behind your back. I'll let you know everything I'm doing. Even though this is, yes, I'm starting it off, but you're a partner, and I'm letting you know everything I'm doing. So, um, anyway, I told him like a week ago, and we talked about it yesterday. So the day come, no co-host. Now the panel came. I had the people here who was going to be on the show. They showed up. I had to get a last minute cameraman. My cameraman showed up. Big ups to Fred. My cameraman showed up. Big up, thank you so much, Fred. He showed up. But by my host not being here, that started us to digging into other stuff until he come. Right? So we started doing other stuff like in the in the in my other co-host was here. because it was a female and she brought along a friend. And so we was ready. We had, we was ready. We everything, energy was fine and everything. We ready. So next thing you know, co-host never called. I'm calling him. He don't answer his phone. Then he sent a text. I can't come. My mama won't let me use the car. Bro, what? Now see, normally I wouldn't put nothing out there. I ain't gonna put nobody's name out there, nothing like that, or anything like that. But you 40-something years old, you come on. I mean, I don't know if that was a lie. I don't know if that really happened, but I would have never told nobody that. That's just me. At my age right now, I'm 49, and I told somebody I'm gonna be somewhere with them to help them. I'm not gonna tell them. I'm not gonna text them and say I'm trying to find a ride because my mama won't let me use the car because she got to use it, bro. For real. Listen, I ain't trying to down nobody, but I'm just saying, if that was a lie or that was real, I wouldn't have put it out there like that. I would have just said, man, I ain't gonna be able to show up and just left it at that. You know what I'm saying? So right there, that make me look at you as a whole different way. You know what I'm saying? It make me look at you whole different because either it was a lie, if it wasn't a lie, I wouldn't have told that if it was true. You feel me? So I'm not like I said, I'm not downing nobody or nothing, but some things just don't need to be said. So now the ladies had to leave at 9:30. So um he tells me this about 9 o'clock. So I'm like, dude, just stay where you at. It doesn't even make no sense. By the time you get a ride here, it'll be time for the ladies to go home. Then he takes me a whole 30 minutes back. Exactly, bro. Come on, man. And right now, dude, I'm just. Then, like I say, by that time, waiting on him, we started trying other things to try and put two more cameras into the deal. And while we doing that, that's messing up. I'm thinking he on his way now. That's messing up. I'm getting mad as hell. I'm kicking lights. I kicked my light, my little solar light. I kicked that off the balcony 5 floors down. I just kicked that off because it was already messing with me anyway. Because like it's a solar light and it's charging all day. It was sunny today, so it's charging all day, and all of a sudden, this thing keep flickering in and out. Now this light up here, this light don't even give off that much light, but this light, it had more. It has more. I could plug this up, and I mean, it could get solar power, and it could go for hours. You see what I'm saying? It could go the whole time I'm out here. I can go to sleep and wake up, and it's still in this. It probably won't let them. I ain't gonna exaggerate, but it gonna give me all the time that I need that I'm out of here. But this mug that I kicked off the thing, this more. It was more expensive. It had two lights on. It wasn't that expensive, but it was more expensive than that one. Then it had two lights on it. You can kind of move them down, up and down, and all this stuff here. It had a big old square solar solar charger on it, whatever you call it. And I let the thing go. I could let the thing charge for 2 days, 3 days, even a week, and come back and turn it on constantly, and it might give me 30 minutes constantly. Then it's gonna flicker off, or get dim, turn off. Then out of nowhere, 15 minutes later, it'll come back on. So I'm already messed up. I'm already PO'd about the day, about how it's going and all this stuff here. And all of a sudden, it comes back on, and I was mad about something. I went out there and just, and I'm not like this. I'm really not. But everything going on, I kicked it. That one light went off, went flying out of the thing. So I come and fix something else. Something else went wrong. I just kick it off. I just kick it off. Just get the hell out of there. But that's how bad my day went to me. Even though I shouldn't have did that. You know what I'm saying? I shouldn't probably be telling nobody. But yeah, I don't get mad like this. I really don't. But I see now when people trying to do something about how frustrating, how aggravating it can get. You know what I'm saying? Especially when I'm planning to put stuff out, and then waiting on my co-host, trying to get into other stuff, and that's not working right. Now we got to come back and start all over again and come back to the six, and that's not working right. Not all of a sudden, because we were just gonna get on with just us three, well, us four, my cameraman, me, and my two guests, right? Then all of a sudden, we get back to the basics. Now the computer just cut off, just black screen, just blank, just gone. That's why I got mad and kicked the light out. That's why I forgot. If we couldn't get it back on from the duplicate to the TV screen to here to the computer, because I could. Right now, I'm looking at me on the computer live on what's this, YouTube, and I'm seeing myself on my TV right here. You know what I'm saying? And I put the TV there for the monitor, like, because when people see themselves on TV, on a big TV, it gives a better feel. And I have my cameraman. I wouldn't have my computer. I wouldn't have my computer right here. My cameraman will have the computer over there, working everything, giving us the signal because we about to go live and we can see it on the TV. So I got a pretty nice setup here to do what I gotta do. For somebody, I'm gonna back up. For somebody to come in here and tell me I need more expensive stuff, man, if you don't get the hell out here with that stuff. So right there, I knew they weren't. I mean, and they didn't see they didn't have the same vision on where I was going, and I explained it exactly what I'm trying to do, but I can already see that they weren't feeling this. They were more about they were more about quality than content. When, like I said, when you just put a microphone over a turtle, when somebody put a microphone over a turtle, making crunching sounds and chewing while he eating a strawberry, and this thing get 2 million 2.1 million to be exact, if I'm not mistaken, 2.1 million views. You think people worry about how our quality of this here is looking? We having a bunch of people on a panel having fun and talking about something people really care about is relationships. Why are we doing it having fun? You think people gonna care about the quality of this when you looking at the quality here, which is not bad, it's not the best, but it's damn sure not the worst. You see what I'm saying? You think people gonna worry about that? But yet they're trying to tell me I want quality, and see that's what you get when you deal with people who are younger than you and think they know everything. And when people start coming with that cliche stuff that they've been told in school, or that cliche stuff like just cliches, like, oh, everything gonna be all right, or everything is gonna be all over in the morning, and just cliche stuff that everybody just normally say. You know, and like I said, I don't think like that. I think outside the box. Like I said, people going. If I see a bunch of people going that way, I'm going this way. See what I'm saying? So I don't. Most of my sayings don't go with other people saying. I make my own stuff up according to my experiences in life. And when you live long enough and been through a lot of stuff and seen stuff, and people think because you go through bad stuff, that's living. Because you done been through bad stuff, you done got kicked out your house at 15 years old. You think you had to live on your own at 15, 14, or 13 years old and went through all this bad stuff. You think that's living? Nah, that's not living. You just went through some messed up shit. That's basically all that is. I'm talking when you done went through some of that, plus you done came out on top of that, getting to a better life. You starting here, went through all your ups and downs through here. You think you're gonna be coming down, you go up, you come down, and all of a sudden you start going up. Things start getting better. You start running into better people. You start experiencing more good things. Start going different places, traveling all over the world, seeing other cultures, getting involved in getting involved in businesses and getting in touch with the right people, being in their crowd to see what they're doing and experiencing all that. And you know what I'm saying? That's living. Living is not just because you went through some bad stuff. If you think you went through some bad stuff, you think you know everything. No, you went through bad stuff and this cliche stuff. Think you're going through stuff. No, it don't work like that. That's not living. You just went through some up shit. That's all that is. And just because you went through that, you think you know everything. It don't work like that, man. I don't went through some messed up stuff too, but I don't went through a lot of good stuff too, where I done experienced some stuff and seen a lot of stuff to where I almost got a grip on life and understand, how life goes. Do I know everything? No. Do I think I know everything? No. I don't even wish I knew everything. If I knew everything, where I'm gonna go from there? You see what I'm saying? Where I'm going from there? If I think I know everything, I don't have nowhere else to go. I always love a challenge. I always want to never been everywhere and want to know don't. I don't want to know everything because that way you learn every day. So if somebody tell you think you know everything, slap this. Nah, I ain't gonna tell that stuff. But just walk off from them people. You don't need them people around you who gonna tell you think you know everything. No, I don't think I know everything, but I know what I know. You know what I'm saying? Just by experiences through life. Just by experience, my experiences through life. Not because I went through bad relationships or bad things in my hood or bad things in my household, and now I think I know everything. But you just went through bad stuff in wherever you went through. You never just ventured out and just mingle with a lot of different people from a lot of different states or cities or countries or whatever. It's because there's a lot of different cultures out there where people do a lot of things different. You see what I'm saying? And that's where your experience from life come from. So just because you went through a lot of bad stuff, though, or especially relationship, people base everything on because you went through a bad relationship. Now you know everything, or you think you know how everything works. No, it's deeper than that. You never been out your state or out your city. Nah, you got a long way to go. You got a long way to go if you never experienced another culture. If you never went to another country and experienced their culture, I ain't talking about going to another country like Jamaica and something, or the Bahamas, just sit on the beach and go to Miami and just sit on the beach. No, that's just going on vacation. I'm talking about go to Jamaica and go to the Jamaican, go live and go walk around in a city and go go party with them. You see what I'm saying? Because like when I went to Switzerland, yes, I go through the tourist spot, but I try and hang with the people and let them take me to the mom and pops where they live at, to the mom and pop spots, and I hang with them in a club and listen at what they're talking about, listen at how they do things or whatever. I go in by a couple of people's houses and they introduce me to their parents and stuff like that, and they cousins and what else was uncles and stuff like that. And I kicked it with them for a while, you know what I'm saying, for a few hours or a day, you know what I'm saying, just to understand their culture. If you haven't did that, you don't really understand life. You see what I'm saying? You never, you don't understand life. You just understand what you went through in your little circle. So anyway, I'm just all over the place. But if you have a dream of a business or something, make sure. And I'm just telling you what I'm experiencing. Because I tell you my experiences, what people tell me, and with let's see, and with how to put this, and by the books. You see what I'm saying? And by the books. So if you go by the books, your experiences, what other people experience through their stories, that's pretty much your experience. Not just your experience because you experienced something in your circle. It's deeper than that. You see what I'm saying? It's deeper than that. So, like I'm saying, if you want to start something, and I'm just telling you, like I said, from my experience, from what I've been told, and from what I've been told through their experiences, and by the book, man, don't if you have something, if you want to get something done, get somebody that you can count on. If you can do it, just go out there and do it. It don't have to be perfect. As long as you got good content, and when I mean content, you don't have to sit there and just write like some people say. Some people say, "What your stuff is going to be about?" Next, all these questions about what you're trying to do. If you already see that dream and know it's going to work, and see what you're trying to do and know it's going to work, just get out there and do it. Trust me. If people watch a turtle eat a strawberry, I guarantee you, whatever you got to put out there is gonna work. And you know in your mind, and you did. And the best thing to do, because what I do also, I ask people, because I'm gonna have another segment here that's gonna be on. Do you know how well do you know your spouse? And I'm gonna do that. And I ask a lot of people. I will stop couples and ask them, "Hey, how y'all doing?" And my name is Todd Harris, and I want to know one thing. And they say, "What?" I said, "Do you know what she like? Do you know her? And her, do you know him?" Yeah, I think we know each other pretty good. I say, "Well, I could put that to the test." I said, "I'm doing a podcast and I'm bringing couples, and we gonna sit here and I'm gonna ask y'all different questions about each other and see if y'all know each other." Everybody like this big smile come on their face, and they're like, they game. They're like for that. They love it. That's a good idea. Why do we sign up? You know what I'm saying? So I give them all my information and everything, and the information for the show and everything, and they're game. I asked like about 7 couples, and all of them were like this smile came on their faces, like they were like game for it. You see what I'm saying? So that's another thing. You ask people what they like, and then you run with that. And if anybody try to come in and stop your stuff and say, "Oh, that ain't gonna work," or "You need to do this, do that," you don't need that. You don't need nobody telling you what you to change up your whole game plan. Now, if they come in and want kind of give you advice and kind of you know tap it over this way a little bit, tap it up a little bit, tap it down, get it in better focus. Yes, there's no problem with that. But when somebody trying to take your stuff and move it over here or move it up there or turn it all the way around, nah, they need to do like that. Yeah, they got to exit. You don't need them because they're gonna try to take over your stuff. You don't need nobody taking over your stuff because you already know what you got to do. Because them same people can't go to the jobs that's already established and tell them how to do their whole jobs. What they gonna do? Run their ass off. So don't let nobody tell you about your stuff and what you got. They're just trying to take over your stuff. But if you have, if you know what you got, and you just need somebody just to follow, you'll follow what you well. Not well. I guess follow. Well, or help you get going what you got going. With just like I said, with just a little tap here, a tap there, a little bit lift there, push it down a little bit, just get it all in focus. That's the people you need. That's the people you need on your side. They're along for the ride, but at the same time, if the tire get flat, they're gonna be out there helping you. They're gonna help you take off the spare. They're gonna reach in there and get everything you need. When you take the tire off, they they out waiting for you to hand them the tire, and then give you the spare, give you everything you need to help you get that spare on, so you can get back on the road. You see what I'm saying? That's somebody you need, not somebody who's gonna sit in the car and give orders while you out there trying to put the spare on, and they sit in the car. They're gonna stand behind you and give orders telling you you need a better wrench, you need a 4-way tire lug wrench instead of that tire lug wrench they give you, or you need to do it this way, not that way. You don't need them people. You see what I'm saying? So I'm learning as I go, and everything they say happen is happening right now. But everybody who's donating, who's gonna be there with me for the long haul. Like I said, back to my cameraman, I gotta give him props. I called him at the last minute. You heard me? The last minute. And he said, "Okay, I'll be there." And I said, "Oh, by the way, can you stop and get some water and some beer also?" He said, "All right." He stopped at the store, got that too, and showed up. You feel me? Showed up. He was a little like a few minutes late, but it don't matter. He showed up at the very last minute. I've been knowing this guy for about over 20 years before I started working at AT&T. I know this guy over 20 years. That's a friend. That's a friend, man. That's somebody you can count on. No telling what he was doing, but he stopped whatever he was doing and came here and showed up and helped me get through all this stuff the best way he can until 9:30 came and the ladies had to leave or whatever. But we tried, and I think one of the ladies, I don't know the other one, but I know one of the ladies, I think she's gonna be with me for the long run. All she gotta do is find a co-host, or we have, and I gotta find a co-host too. Or we just gonna do it by ourselves. We just gonna be, I'm gonna be the host, she gonna be the co-host, and I'm gonna have my cameraman, and we're gonna have the panel. So I think those two gonna be with me, and yo, this gonna be. I'm telling you, this is gonna make it. I guarantee you. So people who donated, again, thank y'all. Um, People who gonna stick in here with me until I get where I gotta get, thank y'all. And I guarantee you, it's gonna get off the. I'm going through my yeses and nos and heartbreaks and all that good stuff, and all that helps to make a good business. And I guarantee y'all stick with me. We're gonna get this together. We're gonna get through this together. And all those who turn their backs on me, who think, whatever they, you know, turning their backs on me and say they're gonna be there and not gonna be there, I don't ask for nothing for donations. If you just can't donate $25 at least, come on, man. You gonna help me out? Come on, man. Like I say, I'm gonna return it back to you in some kind of way. Even if I gotta give you the $25 back, I'll give it to you back. You see what I'm saying? But I have other ways in helping people who donate. Bring them to the show once the show get big. I got other ways to do that. I got like Usher. I got some plans for you. You know what I'm saying? If people help me, I'm gonna help them back. So those who just skeptical about what I'm trying to do when you know it's gonna work, you're just skeptical. You're trying to wait to see. You already know it's gonna work. What's $25? You see what I'm saying? And I don't want to try and go. I'm not trying to go in nobody's pocket. If somebody wants $25, I'm not even doing, whatever. But anyway, we're gonna get all that because I don't want nobody to say, well, you trying to go in people's pocket, blah blah blah, whatever. But like I said, if somebody was asking for me and I know it's going somewhere, I would do it. That's just me. But I had it, or whatever. I donate 10, 5. So you see what I'm saying? Especially if I know they're trying to do something. That's just me. But anyway, I say those who helped me, I guarantee you, I appreciate that, and you're gonna get that back then some. So people who sticking with me to the end, who gonna stick with me until this pop off, I appreciate y'all. People who donate, I appreciate y'all, and I guarantee you, and when it start rolling, I got something for y'all. And I guarantee you, y'all gonna love it. So just stick with me, hang in there. It's gonna get there. So that's all I got from the top of the $1 million spot. And until next time, which probably gonna be story time. Story time Tuesday. Remember that, story time Tuesday. Now that's gonna happen because it's just me. Just like I'm talking now. That's how story time gonna be. That's gonna be me. So I don't need a cameraman. I don't need no panel. I don't need none of that. It's just gonna be me. So tune in Tuesday. I might do something tomorrow. But Tuesday, story time Tuesday with me. Me, the TODD from the top of the spot, y'all. Y'all have a good one, and I'm out.